This is by far my favorite way of making sloppy joes. It is so easy. It is so healthy, full of protein. I'm going to show you how to make it right now. Let's go play. I have tried many whole foods, plant-based, healthy sloppy joe recipes over the past 7 years or so. That's as long as I've been eating a much more healthy diet than what I was eating before. If you don't know me, hello, my name is Corinne. I used to be almost 200 pounds and an alcoholic. I completely cleaned up myself. That sounded really weird. I have been sober, alcohol-free now for over 10 years, and then following that, I cleaned up my health with food. It has given me mental clarity. I have lost roughly 35, almost 40 pounds now, and I feel freaking fantastic. And now I help people, whether it be through recipes like these or through one-on-one coaching to get healthier. If you're interested, I'll have links below for some information. Let's get into this recipe. This is my favorite recipe. I have notes down here below me, so when you see me looking down, I'm looking so I don't want to forget anything to tell you what the hell I have going on. The prep work for this takes longer than the cooking, but it is so worth it, so stick with me. I have a pan over here preheating on a medium-low heat. So the first thing we're going to be adding to that pan is about a half of a roughly chopped red onion, about half of a roughly chopped red bell pepper, about a cup of rough chopped mushrooms, and some minced garlic because I hate chopping garlic, so I cheat and I use the kind out of a jar. I'm going to get these going in this pan, cook it down for about 5 minutes, make sure that everything is kind of, I don't know, just kind of cooked down a little bit. We don't want it to be mushy. We just don't want it to be crunchy for this recipe. But hey, if you want some crunch and texture, you do you, boo. Make it your own. I'm going to add all this stuff to this pan here, and here we go. I added just about, I don't know, a teaspoon-ish of the garlic. I don't know, how much is a whole garlic clove? About that much. I'm going to water saute this because we don't need any oil. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water, give it a stir, put the lid on, and let it cook down for about 5 minutes. I have turned the heat up a little bit and taken off the cover because the mushroom juice, the moisture from the mushrooms is creating extra liquid, which is fine. That's what we want. So I'm just going to let that simmer for about 5 more minutes and then show you what the hell else I'm going to be adding to this delicious freaking concoction. So see you in a sec. Okay, moisture is cooking off of that very nicely. So the next thing that I'm going to be adding to that is a 6-ounce can of tomato paste and a can of diced tomatoes, and I have drained the liquid, so it's just the tomatoes left in there. I'm going to add those things and let this cook down for a few more minutes. Okay, that has been cooking for just a few minutes, kind of got it heated up and incorporated with everything, and now the star of the party is about 2.5-ish cups of cooked lentils. You can use the kind in a can if you want to. If you do, you just got to cook them a little bit to kind of soften them up. I had the dried lentils, cooked them up, got them soft, and I seasoned them with my favorite veggie powder. I will actually link it below. You've probably heard me talk about it before, just to give it a little bit of extra flavor, because I don't know if you've ever had lentils before. They're bland as so you have to add some flavor to it. I am putting these in there along with barbecue sauce. I have 2 kinds of barbecue sauce. I have my sugar-free barbecue sauce, which I use quite often on many things, including my seasoned potatoes. Oh my God, it's delicious. But anyway, I also have good old Sweet Baby Ray's. I'm going to be adding about a half a cup total, so 1/4 cup of each. You do you. You want to add whatever flavor barbecue sauce you want, and a little bit of pure maple syrup, not pancake syrup. pure maple syrup. It's going to add the flavor. I'm going to put these things in there and then show you the spices that I'm going to add. Okay, now for the seasonings. I'm going to add smoked paprika, or you can use liquid smoke. A little bit goes a long way, so maybe start with a quarter teaspoon if you do it that route. Otherwise, I'm going to be adding about a teaspoon of my smoked paprika, chili powder, and a hint of dried minced onion. Maybe a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm going to give it a taste test after this cooks down a little bit. So I'm going to add the seasonings and let it simmer for another few minutes. All right, this is actually taste test number 2. I gave it a taste and I ended up adding a little bit more of the smoked paprika and a little bit more of the barbecue sauce because I just wanted it to be more barbecuey. You can make this however you want. You want it to be sweeter, more of a maple leaf flavor, add more freaking pure maple syrup or not. Make it your own. Make it as smoky or not smoky as you want. But that's how freaking easy this is. Make it your own. It's super healthy. I had to taste this again. That is so good. I hear this sizzling. I'm going to give it one more stir, let it simmer for about 5 more minutes, and that's it. Then it's done. I'll be right back. That's it. It's done. I ended up adding a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit more chili powder just for a more robust flavor, but that's it. Sloppy Joe mixture. And you see how much is in that pan. This is just for my husband and I, so there's going to be leftovers for a few days, which is freaking fantastic. I'm going to end up putting this on the counter behind me. I have some whole wheat buns, some leaf lettuce, and some fresh tomatoes, and some onion slices. Oh my God, I can't wait. It's going to be delicious. And I am going to be pairing this up, the Sloppy Joes. This is my second video I'm recording today. Earlier, I made some sweet and tangy summer slaw. So if you want to see that, stay till the end. I'm going to link it at the end of this video so you can see how I make that. So I'm going to pair up, I'm going to have Sloppy Joes and some sweet and tangy summer coleslaw to go with it. And I'm so excited. And I might even have some of my leftover broccoli salad. I'll link that video at the end for you to see as well because summertime, man, we need those summertime salads. Cold, refreshing, yum. Yeah, super easy, healthy, full of protein. I hope you make it. If you do, let me know. And again, there's going to be a whole bunch of links below in the description box for you to click on and check out. If you want to get a hold of me and work with me or see my website, just click on the link, man. I'll have it as easy as possible. If you make this, you're going to have to let me know. If you're still here, you are awesome, and I hope the rest of your day or evening kicks major ass. Thank you for watching. Eat clean, live loud, and I will see you in the next video. So I'm gonna I hate it when that happens. Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Joe, you know.